Hi, I'm Maria from the Meridian Library District. The last couple weeks, it has been a lot of fun to see the book recommendations from my friends Gabby and Whitney. And today I'm really excited to have another turn to be able to share some of my favorite books I've been reading lately. Now, the three books that I've chosen have a similar theme, an unexpected similar theme. All of them are about kids saving the day, specifically, kids saving their parents. The first story is Race to the Sun by Rebecca Roanhorse. Now you'll see at the top it's a Rick Riordan Presents book. If you haven't heard about Rick Riordan Presents, you probably have heard about Rick Riordan at least. Now this is a publishing group set up by Rick Riordan. He is the one who has written some of the amazing books about Percy Jackson and Magnus Chase, and he is known for mythology stories. Well, while he would travel the world, a lot of kids would ask him, can you write the mythology story from this country or from this culture? And Rick Riordan didn't feel like he could do those stories justice because he didn't know those mythology stories and he wasn't from those cultures or those countries. So he has gathered authors from around the world, from different cultures and countries, to write the stories from their culture, the mythology stories from their culture and their country. Now, Race to the Sun is actually from America. It is a mythology story from the Navajo Nation, a Native American tribe. Now, this is the story of Nizhoni, who she knows that somehow, someday, she is going to be famous. She's not sure how yet, but she's going to do it. She's not going to be famous because she's so smart. That's more of her best friend Davery's area. She's not going to be famous because she's artistic. That's more of her brother Mac's side of the spectrum. But somehow she's going to do it. Well, her dad recently is interviewed, and Nizone notices very quickly that the person interviewing her dad is actually a monster. You see, she has an amazing gift to be able to tell monsters out in the crowd, and she can tell them right away. Well, her dad didn't know about this gift, and when she tries to explain it to him, he doesn't believe her. Until this guy that was interviewing her dad kidnaps her dad. Now he believes her, but he's gone, and Nizone has to figure out how to rescue him, how to save him. So she gets together with her brother Mac, her best friend Davery, and her stuffed animal horned toad that has now suddenly come to life. And they are traveling to Candy de Chelly in Arizona, one of the most sacred spots of the Navajo Nation, to be able to figure out how to save her dad. It is a story that does a beautiful job showcasing some of the greatest mythology stories of the Navajo Nation. And it also does a great job showing the importance of family and friendship and facing your fears to be able to truly save the day. Highly recommend this one. Now, Ways to Make Sunshine by Renee Watson is a really cute story about Ryan Hart. Now, Ryan can tell you that Ryan is not a boy's name. It is her name, and it means king, which her parents named her that because they wanted her to act like her name, King. Well, she loves acting like that. She tries her best. She enjoys school. She enjoys cooking. She enjoys being with her family. But sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's hard to make sunshine where you are, especially when your dad has lost his job, the job that he absolutely loved, that he was so good at. And now he's found another job, but it's working the night shift, so she never sees him. It's hard when your family has to move to an older house that you don't like as much, that doesn't have a kitchen that you can cook on as easily, or as much room to feed the whole family. It's hard when you have to speak out in front of people and you get scared. And it's hard when your best friend moves to another place and makes other friends, and you have to see how you fit in with them. But Ryan is named king for a reason, and she is going to figure out how to do it and have a lot of fun along the way. Great story. Last but not least, there's Efren Divided by Ernesto Cisneros. Efren lives in a one-bedroom apartment with his parents and his twin kindergarten younger brother and younger sister. Now, he loves his life. His mom is one of the best cooks, and all he really has to worry about is making sure that he has his homework done and helping his best friend David be able to run for class president. Well, that is until he comes home one day and his mom is gone. And Efren searches for her frantically, only to discover that she was deported to Mexico by ICE. Efren is an American citizen, as are his younger brother and sister, but his mom and dad are immigrants who are undocumented. And now Efren has to figure out how to live without his mom in the same country. His dad, in order to save up enough money to be able to figure out how to get his mom back, has now started working 2 jobs, morning and night. And that means Efren, to help his dad, is going to take on a bigger role in the family. He's now the one who's taking care of his kindergartner brother and kindergartner sister. He's the one that gets them up in the morning and makes sure they have breakfast. He's the one that makes sure they get home from school all right. He's the one that makes sure they have dinner, and he's the one that buys them their food and tries to stretch the $20 his dad gave him as long as he can so that his dad can save up as much money as possible to get his mom home. And it's hard. Efren misses his mom, and he can't talk about it with other people because what if they tell ICE that his dad is also undocumented? And what if his dad goes away too? What if they take his dad and deport him to Mexico? It is a very realistic story that shows some of the difficulties that some people do live with here in America. When you have kids that are citizens of the United States, but their parents aren't, what do you do in that situation? It is a beautiful story of the love between kids and their parents and working together to deal with some very hard issues. Any of these books you can find on the library catalog at mld.org. I would love for you to tell me what you think of these stories or to recommend other stories for me. You can do that in the comments below this video or at our social media handle at Meridian Library. Thank you for joining me today. Have a wonderful day.